Hey everyone, Tony Dragon here. Sorry it's been a while since I uploaded. I was busy with certain exams and, for entrance. But I won't talk about that here. It's not important to you guys. Right now, what's important to you guys is I'm back. I'm reacting to Honest Trailers, Batman the Killing Joke. I managed to go to theaters to watch this one. And it was pretty great. I mean, everyone in the theater enjoyed it and we all loved it. I'll admit the new stuff they added with Barbara Gordon was a bit kind of eh. Like I looked at it and just like at first it was interesting, I'm sitting there thinking like, okay, where is this going? But then it got kind of boring and predictable. Somewhere around the point where, she slept with Batman. And I pretty much stated my opinion on that in a movie review we uploaded to our other channel, Emerald Dragon Reviews. Go see that. But yeah, in short, it's just like I always viewed Batman as a mentor figure for all of them. Barbara, Nightwing, the Robins. Well, Nightwing being one of the Robins, but you know what I mean. Dick Grayson and the other Robins that showed up after Dick Grayson. I always just viewed him as a father figure, a parental, kind of figure, the mentor, the teacher. So it just felt really weird. I mean, was it, because it always seemed like she was in her 20s when Batman is already in his 40s. And I know that happens in real life. The old men get together with younger females, but in this case, it was more of a status thing. It just felt wrong on a lot of levels, and it just didn't really fit well with me. And after that, I was just sitting there like, the awkwardness, the tension, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, I know where this is going. I know how it's gonna end. And honestly, some would say it leads into the main story, but I think that you didn't need that to lead into the main story. It was just Barbara, at home with her father, with Commissioner Gordon. They're just scrapbooking, drinking some tea, whatever, and Joker shows up and shoots her, because he's after Commissioner Gordon and he wants to torture him. So it's like, you didn't really need her quitting being Batgirl or Batwoman. I forget which one she was called. I think it was Batgirl. You didn't need her quitting Batgirl because she slept with Batman or because she had to deal with this new character that's a psycho who was, obsessing over her. It was not really necessary. It was just added in to pad out the movie, like make it an actual hour, 15 minutes long. Other than, the 40 minutes that the actual story would have been if it was just focused on the original comic. But yeah, that part was like kind of like eh. At first it was like, okay, this is pretty cool. I mean, it's fine. It can be pretty good, but then after the certain scene, it just got like slowed down and became uninteresting and just awkward as hell. But then we got to the actual story it was based on, The Killing Joke. And it was great. I mean, I can't really say much about it because I never got to see The Killing Joke when it first came out. I did read about it. I did read the story like maybe a couple of years ago, and that's only because DC started, I really started to get into Batman more than I used to, and I wanted to see some of his better stories, and Killing Joke was one of them. And I read it, I'm thinking, compared to some of the later ones, it seemed rather tame. I mean, I understand the implications behind it, and it was really well written. We get a deeper look into, Joker, at least into his past, according to this comic in any way, a new side of him, and also, the torture of Commissioner Gordon, which, honestly, they kind of seem to not really show much, because this movie is rated R, at least in terms when I saw it, when I went to the theater to see it, it was rated R, And honestly, nothing about it seemed rated R. I mean, I think there was a bit of blood and violence, but that's about it. I mean, the pictures he showed of, Barbara, I suppose, naked, to Commissioner Gordon were just like her shoulders or just like about her neck or her leg. And we didn't really actually. Look, I'm not asking to start showing us all these naked pictures of Barbara Gordon, but we're supposed to be sitting in the commissioner's seat. We're supposed to be going through this with him. We're supposed to be being tormented by this beloved character being tortured in some way, and we're not being shown anything. Commissioner Gordon going crazy. No, no. Like, yeah, maybe he's thinking, what did you do to my daughter? But he had to ask that question, what did you do to my daughter? Because you're not showing me anything. All I see are like pictures of her elbows and her knees and her face and her eye, but I don't know. Is she dead? Is she alive? Did you rape her? Did you stab her multiple times? What did you do? You're not showing me anything. That's what I'm saying. I'm sitting there asking, so it's like, what am I looking at? So yeah, I mean, I honestly don't know what made it rated R. So it felt kind of subdued. Now again, the original comic wasn't that extreme either, compared to some of the later stuff. But I would expect some updates. It's like, yeah, it's great you're putting it into movie form. Thank you. You're making it rated R too. Like, wow, amazing. But if you're gonna make changes, I mean, they did make changes. Apparently, with this new story and Batgirl and sleeping with Batman, if you're gonna go that far, just like, give us, some updates to the original comic too. Like maybe more blood or maybe more intense mental torture. Like really go for that R. You have the R now. Freaking use it. But honestly, I got more, uncomfortable with Batgirl sleeping with Batman than I did with, the torture scene. I got more uncomfortable with that than what I was supposed to be uncomfortable with. So yeah, like I said, it was a great movie, but my expectations were probably much too high, cause I expected a 10, and I got about an 8. Not that doesn't mean it's a bad movie. No, it's still a great movie, but I had my expectations way too high for the movie. So that kind of hurt the movie in my eyes. But anyway, let's see what Honest Trailers has to say about this. Maybe they'll agree, maybe they'll disagree. So we'll see. So starting the video in 3, 2, 1. The Killing Joke.
From the division of Warner Brothers that's still making good superhero movies.
Yeah.
Comes the adaptation of the best Batman Joker story of all time, which should have been amazing, but somehow ended up including this. Wait, is he with Batgirl? Oh man. Oh, that is so wrong on so many different levels.
Yeah.
The Killing Joke.
Yeah.
The joke is on us in this wannabe edgy misfire that looks like a fan-made Flash animation and sounds like some of the actors read their lines at gunpoint. Hello. I want to talk.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that.
In a movie that brings DC cinematic-level storytelling to the DC animated universe, plus a dash of Lego Batman for good measure. You haven't been taken to the edge yet. Darkness. The Abyss. The place where you don't care anymore. Where all hope dies. Experience the long-awaited adaptation of
That's
a
great.
48-page comic with a 40-minute intro tacked on to beef it up to feature length.
Yeah.
That takes the greatest Joker story ever told and adds all these new non-Joker characters like a generic mob boss, capiche? His dumb nephew with his dumb nephew name. His name is Paris. Paris Franz.
You're kidding.
And
I didn't think about that.
writer's idea of a gay person.
He's single. And they say the gay scene is complicated. What?
In this below-average
I kinda
extended
liked him. He was
episode of the
okay.
animated series that's trying really, really hard to justify its R rating.
I don't think they could plug a computer.
Not hard enough, really.
This bitch breathing down my neck.
Can't quite make out whether it's bums or rats, but it's piss.
God damn it.
Fans love the
Yeah,
Killing Joke comic for its
and they're not
twisted
pushing
Batman
for that
Joker
R.
storyline, and criticized it for glossing over Barbara Gordon's victimization and torture. Now, Warner Brothers is fighting fire with gasoline by adding even more Batgirl, except now she also gets roofied.
You've got maybe 10 seconds to bedtime, baby.
Flirts with a criminal who's giving her attention.
Oh, baby, I think you misjudged me.
Has sex with her boss. Complains about men.
He's been avoiding me. At least I think he is.
And gets talked down to by a grown man in a bat suit.
He doesn't know you. He's objectified you.
Holy bat-splaining, Batman.
I thought we were partners.
We are, but we're not equals. Not even close.
Prompting this strong female character to just give up and quit, and only then get victimized in the exact same way as the original source material. So, problem solved by creating many, many, many more problems.
Yeah.
So if you've always wanted a version of the classic Batman cartoon where Batgirl is paralyzed and humiliated, two of your favorite characters have random gratuitous sex, and an iconic graphic novel is ruined with a boring first half that adds nothing to the story,
This wasn't supposed to turn out boring.
then we've got the direct-to-video movie for you.
Yay.
Also, you desperately need to see a therapist. Aw, not her. That's a whole other set of issues. Starring Batman and Cradle Robin,
Oh.
Batgirl, 90s gay best friend, the Red Triangle Gang,
Oh.
Killgrave, and Six Flags Gotham.
Oh no!
Batgirl, Sex in the Gotham City,
Ah,
followed by the Killing Joke.
He showed me pictures of my daughter. Have you seen her?
Ooh, that's gonna be an awkward talk.
Oh shit!
Time for more honest trailers.
Sorry, Kamish.
Back
Your
in the
daughter's just
90s,
hot.
I was
Damn
very
it, Batman!
TV show.
I'm sorry.
Beware the demon chicken
I'm just
of Dig.
very messed up in the head. I got no parents, and I live in darkness.
Snozberries taste like snozberries. You get
I need the
nothing,
human companionship.
lose. Good day, sir.
Yes, I kind of forgot to add that.
And
The
I'm
voice
still
acting.
hysterical. We are
I love Mark Hamill.
and
I still view him as the all-time best Joker. No competition. You know, some of them have gotten close. Some of them are really good at, creating their own form of Joker while still kind of, giving tribute to Mark Hamill. But Mark Hamill's lines in this, when he was Joker, many of them were great. Like the original Joker. So it's like, that's Mark Hamill. I can hear it. I can feel it down my freaking spine when he's talking. It's like, oh. But other times, I think especially when he was not Joker, when he was like back before he became Joker, when he was just normal, his lines never came across as natural. They felt very forced. Like Mark Hamill wasn't used to portraying the Joker in a humanistic, way. The entire time he sounded like he's still like an emotional psychopath. Difference was he wasn't out there laughing and, smiling about his, sociopathic nature. But yeah, like they said, I mean, they had many of the same problems I had with it. I love The Killing Joke as a story. It does do a lot of great things, but this movie did nothing to improve it, to upgrade it. Because let's face it, as much as I love The Killing Joke in the original comic, from when I read it, I felt like it needed something more to mean something in the modern day, like really push for that psychological torture story that we were supposed to be getting. Back then when it first came out, it made sense. Like, holy shit, this is extreme. But nowadays, it's like, we've read worse at this point. You kind of need to modernize it. It's there. The tools are there. The basis of the psychological torture is still there, and that's always one of the more intense things you can do to get an R rating. The psychological torture. But this movie didn't do it. It just kind of justified its rating, its R rating with just curse words, sex scene, and not even a very in-depth sex scene. So yeah, it was just an awkward little mess, and headshots, so blood here and there, just like they're like people say it's like, oh wow, they're really trying to push for that R rating. Just like, not really. I mean, I've seen PG-13 movies with this kind of stuff, so yeah, it's just like, did we really, become so, afraid of blood that now blood is rated R? It's like, I remember movies back when I was a kid that were rated R that legitimately were rated R. It was like, dismemberments, skin being peeled off, death, like, like actual torture. Just what happened to that? It's like, oh no, headshot, rated R. What? Why? How? But yeah, like I said, from what we did get, it was good. It was still enjoyable. I watched it and I still went out satisfied for a ticket price. But throughout the whole thing, I was just like feeling like my expectations were too high. Like I expected more. I got like they met they met the average requirement, and that's it. It was average. It was okay. But yeah, at least I expected more. So yeah, that's about it. CinemaSins also did Everything Wrong with Batman the Killing Joke. Don't know if I want to. He might make some of the same points I did. So I don't know. But anyway, yeah. Till the next Honest Trailers. I'm Tony Dragon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.